Carey, 30 seconds towards your question.
Thanks, Cathaoirleach. To ask the Minister for Business, Enterprise and Innovation the estimated impact the National Broadband Plan will have in implementing strategies such as the Future Jobs Ireland 2019, and if she will make a statement on the matter. And I just put forward this question to establish your department's progress in terms of developing a remote working policy as put forward in the Future Jobs Ireland 2019 strategy.
Guramagat, and thank you, Deputy, for raising this issue. Can I just say that the National Broadband Plan is a key commitment in the programme for government and is a core component of Project Ireland 2040. The National Broadband Plan will be a key enabler for the delivery of strategies such as Future Jobs Ireland as we prepare for the next stage of our economic development. Future Jobs Ireland is a new medium-term economic framework aimed at ensuring our economy is resilient enough to withstand shocks in the future and agile enough to take advantage of opportunities when they arise. The National Broadband Plan will support Future Jobs Ireland in helping our workers and businesses succeed in the digital, low-carbon economy of the future. Digitalisation can drive substantial increases in productivity, innovation, social improvements and connections, and economic growth and jobs. To maximise the benefits from digitalisation, we will need a strategic approach. Future Jobs Ireland 2019 sets out how we will begin to implement this strategic approach through the development of a national digital strategy, an Industry 4.0 strategy and a national artificial intelligence strategy. The rollout of the National Broadband Plan is critical for the use of advanced digital technologies core to all of these strategies. Fundamentally, a driving goal of government policy is to increase the living standards of our people. Increasing productivity levels is key to achieving this goal. Through Future Jobs, we hope to adopt measures to increase the productivity of Indigenous SMEs over time. Therefore, I welcome the potential for significant productivity benefits for the almost 44,000 small and micro businesses in the areas where high-speed broadband will operate under the National Broadband Plan, and the potential for them to link to new markets and develop a global footprint. In line with Future Jobs Ireland aspirations and complementing several government strategies, delivery of the National Broadband Plan will help enhance the potential of the regions in terms of economic development by building regional economic drivers and reinforcing opportunities to diversify and strengthen the rural economy, to leverage the potential of regional locations and communities. And I look forward to an Ireland in which geography no longer disadvantages regional and rural communities in exploiting digital opportunities and digital commerce. The National Broadband Plan will be a key enabler as officials in my department work with colleagues in the Department of the Taoiseach in consultation with relevant stakeholders on the development of new deliverables for inclusion in Future Jobs Ireland 2020 and beyond.
Thanks, Cathaoirleach. Over the past number of months, the Joint Oireachtas Committee on Rural and Community Development, which I chair, we've had a number of hearings in relation to remote working. I was particularly impressed by the organisation called Grow Remote. They're a voluntary organisation set up to promote and drive this whole new working practice, and they've had huge success right across the country. And I know you, Minister, you've engaged with them yourself directly. Flexible working offers the individual huge benefits. They don't have to sit in and drive over and back to work, these long commutes. You can get rid of those. That's good for the environment, it's good for the people, it's good for the employer, because you have a happier, more productive workforce. But what it seems to me is that we do need a more strategic approach to the development of co-working places, remote working, and as put forward in the Future Jobs strategy, this is outlined that there will be a need for national policy, and I welcome the fact that you've said that today, the National Digital Strategy. I'd like to see that remote working would form a cornerstone of that policy, and I'd like your views on that, Minister.
Well, I just want to compliment you, Deputy, because I know that you're a very strong advocate for remote working, and I know that you have championed this as Chairman of the Rural Affairs Committee. And you know, the way we are working is actually changing, and this trend is only going to get stronger in the future with the pace of technological change. And a key focus of future jobs is around flexible working and remote working, and we're at full employment. The labour market is tightening. We need to look at how we can make sure that everybody who wants to work has that opportunity. And you know, I think there are a cohort of women out there who can benefit from remote working. Flexible working can not only bring tangible benefits to the employers and employees, but also help a more creative and inclusive society. And for the employer, benefits include the greater attraction of workers from a larger pool of talent, which is especially valuable, as I said, in a tight labour market, staff retention, a more motivated workforce and fewer sick days and greater productivity. And for the employee, flexible working offers the potential for a better work-life balance and can provide solutions for those who would otherwise take unpaid parental leave but can't afford to do so.
Thanks, Cathaoirleach, and thanks, Minister, for your reply. You are, taking on this, and I welcome that. A very key element to this is to encourage employers, companies, to think about offering remote working as an opportunity to them. And as you said, it's very hard to attract talent, but if you can, and retain talent, but if you can offer that opportunity to work remotely, the work-life balance aspect, could be, serious, and you could hold on to that person. And not alone that person can live in a rural community and work there and contribute to the local community there. So I'd like to know, have you any ideas or policies in relation to encouraging companies to take on remote workers, and maybe you might tell us about that.
Final comment, Minister.
Say that this is a major focus of future jobs. Pillar 4 of future jobs is focusing on participation, and I'm going to be hosting a major stakeholder consultation forum on remote working on July the 18th, and that's in the Cavan Digital Hub, and we will have companies who offer remote working along on the day, such as Amazon, to talk about their experience. We've also invited the National Women's Council. I also want to hear from organisations like Abadoo and Grow Remote, whom I've also met, who do work in terms of matching jobs to remote workers' skill set. And just going back again to broadband, because broadband is going to be a game changer for rural Ireland. There is no doubt about that. I was only recently in New Zealand, as I said, on a trade mission. I met one of the Maori leaders, and he said that broadband has changed the rural face of New Zealand, because they've been able, they're currently, I think they're about year 2 or 3 of the rollout of a national broadband plan, very similar to what we plan to do in this country in terms of those that aren't connected, and he said it has made such a difference. Broadband in rural and regional areas is the game changer.
Thank you. Good